All right. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let me know if you can see me. I'm going to do a webinar right now about how to actually manage multiple clients for your social media marketing agency. And if you have any questions, I definitely want you to ask away. If you can see me, say hello. Let me know if you can see me in the comments. All right, great. I see some people here. Kimberly, hello, Kimberly. Thanks for joining us. And also, I'm here to help you. I want to help your business grow. So if you have any questions, feel free to type your questions about how to find clients, how to manage clients in the comments. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share this to some of the groups that we have. All right, great. We're here. All right, so let's go into it. I know you're busy, probably on your lunch break. All right, so let's talk about managing multiple clients and why it's important. So I'm going to go and just start this right now. Okay, so if you have a social media business where you're doing social media management for small businesses, you really need to, you need to work with multiple clients so that you can make money, okay? And so this is what I'm gonna talk about today, because if you just have one client, you're not gonna be able to make enough money to quit your job, to do it full time. So I'm gonna show you what you need to do that. All right, so a little bit about me. Just to let you know and introduce myself, my name is Alma Bradford, and I started my business while I was working a full-time job as project manager. I'm actually certified as a PM, so I use a lot of my project management skills to actually manage my own social media marketing agency. And so I'm going to talk about that today and how important it is that you need to start thinking of being more of a manager in your business to help you really get that revenue that you want. So what I did was I was working my full-time job. I had clients on the side and I outsourced a lot of my work, but I also set up a lot of systems to help me. And so let me tell you a little bit about how I got started. I started my business, I actually started on Upwork, which is a freelancer website. I started doing blog writing. That grew into doing social media. I got a lot of clients from there, and some of those clients actually turned into some larger clients that were paying me a lot of money per month. Actually, one of those clients became a client that started paying me over $2,000 a month. All right. So if you want to start getting clients, you can look into some freelancer platforms. I know Upwork really helped me build my business. So I always tell people if they want to get started, it's a great place to start. But I got really, really overwhelmed. I was getting a lot of clients. I had to do a lot of work. So I started outsourcing. I started doing some systems in my business, like putting in some processes in place, which I'm going to talk about. And that's what really allowed me to scale and eventually quit my job. And like I said, I was doing all of this while I was working 40 hours a week. I didn't have to quit my job. I did it with a full-time job. So, a lot of you watching are probably watching this on your lunch break. And so maybe you're working right now and you want to start a business, but you don't want to quit your job right away. And you don't have to. You can build up a social media business part-time until you feel comfortable enough and you're making enough money to really make that move and quit. So I've been doing this for a while, and like I said, I quit. I pretty much outsource a lot of my work to some other people to help me every month. So I have a small micro agency now. And really when I was working, I wasn't really working. When I was working my full-time job, I only spent like 2 hours a week because I implemented some systems, which I'm going to actually show you today, that allowed me to work less hours but still bring in more money. And I'm actually going to give you a sneak peek into some of my actual workflows that I use to onboard my clients and to help them each month. So you definitely want to stay tuned and keep watching. All right, so let's go into whoever's watching. I definitely want you to say hello, introduce yourself in the comments. Let me know what questions you have. I see a few people here right now. All right. Great, I see some people here. Hello, hey Kimberly, hey Uju, hey Minolta, I see Vera. How are you? Okay, let me know if you have any questions. If you want to put your questions in right now, do that, because this way when I finish the presentation, I'll just go in there and start answering your questions. Okay, so let's talk about why it's so important if you are a social media manager that you need to have multiple clients, okay? You can't just have one client here. 1 month you have a client, then they you do one project, then next month you have another. Like, you got to have multiple clients at one time to really make money. So if you want to make $5,000 a month, if you want to make $10,000 a month, you need to have more than one client. You need to maybe have 5 to 10 clients at a time, okay? That's what's gonna help you scale and make money. So like, here's the thing. I don't like, to have only a little bit of, clients or customers in my business. I like to have a lot, because if one of those people decide, one of my clients decides to leave me, or, I don't have to worry that, okay, I don't have any money now, right? So if you have 5, 6, 7 clients, let's say 2 clients decide to drop, you still have 5 clients left, right? That's why you got to have multiple clients so you can have consistent revenue every single month, right? Now, here's the thing. Clients are going to come and go. So you may have a client that works with you for like 6 months and then they decide to leave. Different things happen. Sometimes they run out of money. Okay. Sometimes they run out of money. They can't keep paying you. So what do, right? You can't rely on just 1 or 2 clients to build your business. You need to have multiple. All right. So we're going to talk about that, and also the systems you can actually use to manage more than 1 client. All right. So here's the other beauty. You can actually work full time with a side business as a social media manager. You don't have to quit your job right away, but you need to use your free time to actually find multiple clients, like, 5, 6, 7. You can, like I said, work full time. You don't have to quit. You can have this as a part-time side business. This is going to help you scale faster and even leave your job even sooner than that. All right, now here is the secret sauce of growing a profitable social media management business. You need to have systems in place, right? So that every single month, as you're working with clients, you're able to help them in a way that is seamless and is very clear cut to you, so you can kind of have the same processes over and over again, right? So you got to have a system. Like if you don't have a system to handle all of it, it's going to be hard. So Jennifer just commented, hey, Jennifer, she said, I have 2 clients and I want to start getting more, but I need systems in order to handle it. Right, exactly. So see, Jennifer is seeing what's happening, right? You get 1 or 2 clients, you feel overwhelmed, you feel overworked, right? You got to have a system, because see, if you have a system, you're able to do the work faster, okay? You don't have to spend so much time on it. So you got to have that. So we're going to talk about what that is. So what you need is, you need systems because you need to set up workflows to help you deliver services. Like if you're doing Facebook management, or you're posting every month for your clients on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram, you got to have a system to create content, to create images, to post, to do research. You need to research hashtags. I'm going to show you all of this now. So you all want to definitely stay here. You got to have all of these things in place, right? And so what I've done in my business, I'm going to show you exactly what my process is for doing social media work. I have specific systems that I use to do research, to onboard my clients, to get the information I need, to create content, to post, and to get other people to help me. I also outsource, but it starts with a workflow. So these workflows that I'm going to show you a workflow today. It's a system for getting clients and doing social media or digital marketing each month. So even if you're doing website design, or you're a Facebook ads manager, or you are a content writer, you need these systems. All right, here's some of the benefits of systems and processes again. When you create workflows and systems, you'll always know what to do each month automatically. You don't have to think about it. Like, you don't have to worry about, I'm going to get a new client. What do I do now? Like, everything's planned out. You have a set of steps. You can use checklists to check off, I did this, I did that. Now I have these 5 other things that are left. It keeps you organized. It keeps you on schedule, right? Because you got to deliver work every month to your client by a certain due date. So it's going to keep you on schedule when you do it like this, okay? You can also hire other people to follow your process. So when you have a social media agency, you don't have to have a big team, but if you want to hire 1 or 2 people, you can create these workflows that whenever you hire someone, they can actually just follow the steps and easily implement the way you actually help your clients. Because as a social media manager, you're going to have your unique strategy, your unique method, right? This is why people will hire you over other social media managers. Okay, there's hundreds of social media managers, right? Why should someone hire you, right? You need to create your unique your unique value proposition. What makes your process different? What makes your business different, right? You have a specific way that you do social media marketing that other people don't. And so you create your own method and your own process. This has to happen. There's not one way to do marketing, right? So you want to create these techniques so that when you even pitch, even when you go and you talk to a new potential client, you can even pitch them based upon your proven methods. All right, so these are the things, the two main things you need to do, okay? The two main things you need to do is that you need to set up systems for your clients. There's two systems. There's the pre-sale process, and then there's the onboarding process. These are completely different steps that you need to take. They are not the same. So one thing I want to very clearly explain to you is that onboarding a client only happens when they paid you money, okay? So let me tell you this. Don't make the mistake of working with a client that hasn't paid you any money, okay? They have to pay you at least 50% up front, and then you can implement them. Then you can say, okay, I have a client. But you can't work with somebody that says, okay, I'll pay you at the end of the month, just do this for me, because they probably won't freaking pay you. It's the bottom truth, the honest truth, they won't pay you. So get your money up front. I'm just giving you some tidbits today. Get your money up front, all right? And so the pre-sale process is how you actually find clients and get them to sign up with you and pay you. And then once they pay you, then you need to onboard them to your system. There's some things you have to do to actually fulfill the work for them every single month, all right? So we're gonna talk about that right now. And whoever's watching, I see a few people watching, if you have questions on how to find clients, go ahead and ask them in the comments, sorry. Ask your questions in the comments, I'm gonna answer them, all right? So these two systems you need to have are the pre-sale process and the onboarding process. Now for this presentation, I'm gonna mainly focus on what the onboarding process is, okay? The onboarding process is when you get someone to pay you, what do you do? All right, let's talk about onboarding clients. Like I said, it happens after the sale, okay? Not before, after. You need to gather preliminary information about your client. What is their website? You wanna get their logo, you wanna get their information, you need to do research. Keyword, maybe hashtag research, right? If you're gonna be doing Instagram management or Twitter or even Pinterest, you need to figure out what hashtags are popular for this client's target market, right? Like if you're working with a fitness coach, what are the hashtags that are popular in the fitness industry? So you can help this client, attract people to their social media account. These things need to happen. You need to research all of this, and you need to store it in a certain place so that you can easily look at it and your team can go and access it, right? All right, so you gather your preliminary information. So what you can do is you can set out a checklist. I usually send out a checklist to clients, and it has it's like a questionnaire, okay? So it has a whole bunch of different questions like, who's your target market? Can you send me your logins? I ask them for login information so I can get into their social media accounts. I ask them for any logos or images, graphics that they want me to use in their social media management. I ask them for all this stuff up front because I can't do any work unless I have this, right? I need to be able to log into their Twitter account. And there's some tools that I can actually talk to you about that you can use. So I need to get all that. So I get all that information, and then I go and implement the social media marketing plan for that month. So the way I do my business is that I have clients working with me on a monthly basis. They pay me a flat fee. And then every 30 days, I have a deliverable. I have to deliver something to them. I have to, promote their stuff. I have to send them a report of what's going on so they can see. So this has to happen in a 30-day window every single month, right? So you need to have your checklist to onboard your client so that you can fulfill and implement the social media work you need to do that month. All right, so I'm gonna give you a sneak peek into my process that I use, and I actually teach this in my program, Launch Your Online Agency, but I'm gonna show you. So we go into a little deep dive because there's a lot of different ways to onboard. It's not all the same. You may have a business where you do more like SEO, maybe you do other types of marketing, maybe you do Facebook ads. So everybody's process has to be different. It's not exactly the same, and you need to create your own unique method and your own unique workflow. So this is an example of a social media management client workflow process. Pretty much the first step in this workflow is you need to do the client intake process, okay? This is where you actually get their preliminary information. Like I said, you need to get their logo, website, ask them questions about their target market. You need to be doing research too. You're gonna get them to, I have an actual intake form that I send clients and they just fill it out, and then I have all the information I need. The second step is you need to conduct market research, okay? So you need to research, right? See, this is the difference between successful social media managers versus those who can't make any money, is that the ones that are successful, they actually do market research and they come up with a strategy for their clients. They don't ask their clients, oh, what do you want me to do this month? They actually tell them what they should do. And so people, business owners love these type of social media managers because they, you're going to help your client make money when you do the research. So the second step in the process, you got to conduct market research for your clients, okay? So research competitors to see what they're doing, create a social media strategy. You want to create a content strategy. What type of content are you going to actually promote? You want to research, like, what type of content are their competitors putting out? Like, what type of stuff do people want to see from this specific business, right? Who is their target market? Are they women between the ages of 25 to 35? Are they men? Are they, like, where do they live? You need to make a buyer persona. You need to know who that target market is, where they live, how much they make, what they like, what they don't like, because that's how you'll know how to create content for your target audience, okay? And this is something that you could even use in your own business. All right, the other thing I do is I like to research hashtags, okay? So I do a lot of hashtag research. I look around at what other businesses are doing in that specific niche, and I make a list of hashtags that are popular. And the other thing is that every single month, we reevaluate those hashtags. So we look at, okay, maybe we'll put together like 10 hashtags for the first month, and then next month, we'll continue to do more research to find more hashtags. So this is like an iterative, very iterative process. It's not just you just do it one time and that's it. You got to keep, reevaluating and doing research. Okay, so you do your market research and then you create a plan, a content. You can also create a content calendar, okay? So you can create a content calendar and you share this with your client. All right, you got to share it with your client. So after you have a strategy, create a content calendar or list of content ideas and share this with the client. Your client has to see what you're going to post, and you got to get them to approve it before you actually put it out there. Okay, that's really, really, really important. The next step is you want to schedule the content. Okay, so you're going to schedule this. I use a tool called Hootsuite. It lets me schedule. I can create a content calendar right inside of Hootsuite. I can even share it with my client. Hootsuite is really good for that, and it also allows you to collaborate with other people. If you're going to do outsourcing, you can add users to your account. So Hootsuite is one of those tools that's been around for a while, and so I put all that stuff in Hootsuite and let my client see it. The last step is you want to send a client report for the month. So after you do all the social media posting and you share, you need to show your client, the actual progress that you're making. So some social media scheduler tools have reports that you can print out every single month. So you go ahead and do, I think Buffer has that. There's Buffer, Hootsuite, there's a few of them. You can just see which tool you like the best, but always make sure you choose a tool that has the ability to produce a report at the end of the month that you can easily send to your clients. All right, so you're gonna do that. You can also use something like Google Analytics, which is, you install that on your client's website so that you can track website traffic, and you can see who is coming to their website from where, like, for instance, like with Google Analytics, right? I can see how many people are coming from Facebook to my website? How many people are coming from Pinterest to my website? And so you can see which social media platform is generating the most website traffic for your clients. Because at the end of the day, you need to get clients, you need to get the followers you have on Facebook to go back to your website to click on your, your content. You want them to go back there, all right? You don't want to keep your followers only on social media because you're in the business of selling, right? You got to sell. And so you want to get them to click on something eventually to buy, right? So that's your job as social media manager. Help your clients sell their products and services. Get them back to your client's website. So if you're doing like Pinterest management, right? If you have Google Analytics installed on your client's blog, you can see how many, which pins are doing the best, which pins are actually generating website traffic, right? But you want to make sure you have the right tracking. All right, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments because I'm going to go ahead and answer your questions about social media. For anything you have questions on, I'll answer them. Okay, so do you understand this diagram? Do you all understand what I'm trying to explain here? Do you have any questions about this workflow that I have set up? If you do, I want you to ask me right now. We can talk about it. I'll maybe answer one or two questions now, okay? Now, this is my workflow, right? You need to establish your own workflow, whatever works for you, right? You may have a different process. Maybe you focus more on Instagram, or if you just mainly do Pinterest management, your process may be a little bit different than this one. Maybe you need to put another step in here for creating Pinterest images and getting them approved. So think about, what you're offering. If you're doing blog writing, you're gonna have to get someone to edit the blog post for spelling and grammar issues. So you want to also make sure that you have a process for that. So there's a lot of different things you have. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next slide. All right. So you see in that workflow I showed you, which is I kind of gave you a little behind the scenes look into what I do in my business and what I teach people in my program. But this is going to help you manage multiple clients, okay? Multiple clients. So you have you here on the left-hand side and your clients on the right-hand side, right? Now, here's the thing. Ultimately, if you're going to manage more than one client, you're going to have to outsource. I mean, there's no way that you're going to manage 5, 6, 7 clients and you're going to have sanity in your life. You're going to drive yourself crazy if you try to do it all yourself. You are going to drive yourself crazy. So you can set up what I call a micro agency. A micro agency is a small little consulting business where you have 1 or 2 people who help you every month. You don't have to hire 5, 10 people. You can really grow a very profitable business with only 2 people. All right. So the micro agency is a small social media management business where you have a few people. Like I said, it's not like a large agency that has like an office somewhere downtown in an expensive location. You have to pay rent every month. You can do this from the comfort of your home. You don't have to, rent an office. And you would mainly work with small to mid-sized businesses because the honest truth is that if you work with smaller businesses, they usually pay you every 30 days. If you work for a very large corporation, it may take them a longer time to actually pay you. And that can actually make things more difficult for you, all right? So I would recommend you go after small businesses like doctors' offices, restaurants, law firms, fitness coaches maybe. You can have more established businesses, law firms and chiropractors. Those are established businesses. Anybody in the health and medical fields, anybody in the legal industry, they're established. Insurance agencies are established businesses. Those type of businesses have the budget to pay you a couple of $1,000s a month, okay? But so you don't want. I don't tell people to go for like large, multinational businesses that have like 50 different offices because what they do. Let me tell you what they do. I have some friends that work with these big businesses, right? A lot of times it'll take them months to pay you the money. And this is an issue if you want to have a cash only business, a business that you don't have to take out a loan to finance it. You get your money fast. Like I only work with clients who pay me upfront. I do not work with clients who say, okay, I got to have my procurement department they're going to fulfill this invoice. And I have to go call their accounting department and try to get my invoice paid. It's a headache, okay? It's a freaking headache. So you want to get paid right away. You want to go to established small businesses, like I said, chiropractors, law firms, insurance companies, small like local gyms in your neighborhood, in your local business, your local area, and those people will pay you faster, okay? All right. So here's the thing. What you want to do with a micro agency is you want to become like a project manager of your social media business. That's what it's going to entail that you do. So what this means is that you're going to outsource some of your work, and you're going to be mainly the one who's interfacing, talking, communicating to your clients. So here's a picture of what a small team for your micro agency could look like. You can run your micro agency with just 3 people, including yourself. This is going to allow you to take on more client work, and then you can train them on your own systems. Like, you remember the diagram I showed you earlier where you basically, I showed you my workflow, right? So when you hire other people, you can have those other people follow the same workflow and processes that I just showed you up front, right? And so it makes it very, very easy to grow and scale your business and manage the process and not have to work so many hours. All right. So let's go into, all right, so let me go real quick. I'm gonna just let you know I have a program that's open right now for enrollment called Launch Your Online Agency. It's a course, it has 5 modules in it. And if you sign up today or this week, it's gonna actually close soon. You can actually save $100 right now when you sign up. So if you're interested in saving some money, you definitely wanna sign up before Monday. The price is gonna go up on Monday. So make sure you sign up now. And pretty much what I teach you is everything I just showed you. I show you how to create workflows. I have templates that give you, I have an onboarding template. I have sales script templates. I have a whole bunch of templates to help you manage your business, manage your clients, and manage your team. And so I teach you in Module 1 how to position your agency to show that you are a consulting business. You're not a solo freelancer. On Module 2, I show you how to hire and outsource. I show you how to build a winning team, where to find people to hire, what roles you need to hire for, how to interview people. In Module 3, I show you how to create those workflows that I just showed you. So how to create those systems, how to develop a training system when you want to outsource to people. Also, how to use automated systems to help your team be more productive. In Module 4, I show you how to manage your existing clients and also how to find new ones. One of the big things that I teach you is how to upsell your clients to higher packages so you can make more money. And then Module 5 is all about which tools you need to use to stay organized and really run your business. All right, you also get these project management. I have a bonus module, project management. You can learn how to do actual project management. I actually am a trained project manager, so I teach you how to do it inside of this course. And then I also I have a bonus module that shows you about outsourcing and how to create job descriptions. And we also have a private Facebook group where I do live Q&A sessions to answer your questions about outsourcing and project management. And also, if you join, you get 6 months for free of my membership site, the Get Paid Network, which has over 25 courses on social media management and marketing, selling, getting your clients, templates, everything you need to grow and market your business. All right, so I'm here to answer your questions. Let's see. All right, so let's see, who has a question here? All right, let me go real quick. All right, so let's answer the first question. So I have a question from, let's see. So Minolta said, how to attract clients as a social media manager. So Minolta, what you have to do is, whatever way you've been getting clients now, you want to continue to repeat that process over and over and over again. The other thing is you want to do a really, really good job with your clients so that they will refer you to other people, okay? And long-term, if you have a good, if you have these systems in place, you can start blogging and you can do content marketing to have people contact you to want to work with you. When you have blogs going out, you can use Pinterest to promote your blogs, you can do SEO, but content marketing and blogging is a great way to get people to go to your website and also find you. But that's something that does take time. it doesn't happen overnight. So you want to implement that type of system. That's like a long-term strategy. But immediately go to networking events. So there's so many networking events in, you know, a lot of cities all across the world where you can join a local group. They actually have local networking. They're these small, like they call them a leads group, right? And pretty much you meet with them in the morning, typically for breakfast. Sometimes they have lunch, and you pretty much exchange leads. So you refer, you know, business to each other. You know, so there's a lot of networking groups. I would definitely tell you that you should join those networking groups as well. All right, the other question is, how do you help clients see value in your work when they don't really understand social media but know they need it? So really, Jennifer, what I would say to that question is you really need to educate them on how social media works, and maybe show them statistics. Like explain to them, look, these are how many people, you know, Facebook has 1 billion whatever users, Instagram has this many users. Kind of give them facts, and so they really understand, you know, the value of, like, look, the honest truth is that they don't have time to do it themselves, right? So by them outsourcing it to you, they can save time, okay? And they can focus on making money, right? So you want to really emphasize that to clients as you're, you know, trying to sell them your services and also trying to upsell to them. All right, let's go to another question. Minolta asks, where should you place the client intake form on social media? So what you want to do, the client intake form is you only send that to them once they pay you the first month invoice, okay? And they also have to sign a contract with you. So always make sure you have a service agreement in place that they can sign once it's time to work with you, okay? And that's going to outline all the stipulations of your business. I actually have a template that you can use inside of my course that I have, Launch Your Online Agency. All right, so the next one is, all right, so I hope that answered your question. Let me know if it answered you. All right, so I hope that you all enjoyed this presentation, a little quick presentation I put together. And if you have any questions, if you're interested in joining my course, Launch Your Online Agency, I have a link to it up above this post. And if you want to join, you can actually save money if you join now before Monday. After that, the price is going to go up. So we'd love to have you. And like I said, you get all these templates, you get all this information inside the program. All right, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.